Hello! This video will review Core Values Judging and Rubrics for the 2020-2021 First LEGO League Challenge Replay Season in Illinois. This information is for teams, coaches, and judges to better understand the core values rubrics and what judges are going to be looking for in regards to core values at tournaments. Let's start by talking about the core values. All FIRST programs share a common set of core values, and by using these core values, teams are able to express the FIRST philosophies of gracious professionalism and cooperation. As such, the goal of core values judging is for teams to convey to judges how they use the FIRST core values of discovery, innovation, impact, inclusion, teamwork, and fun. In the past few years, there has been a growing push to explain that robot design, the robot game, and the innovation project are the things that teams do in First LEGO League Challenge, and that the core values are what enable teams to do those things well. Thus, we are asking teams to really focus on demonstrating how they use the 6 core values when working on the innovation project and on their robot design. The structure of the Core Values rubric is a little different from the Innovation Project or Robot Design rubrics, in that it has consistent criteria for how to determine what score a team earns in each section, which is based on how many examples of core values they give the core value they give across the team, and with enough detail to show the judges that they have a good understanding of what that core values means and were able to apply it. And again, these examples should be connected to the team's Robot Design or Innovation Project. As we go through the rubrics on the following slides, I'm going to include that judge criteria with each section, even though it's really just normally at the top of the rubric. So, the top section of the core values rubric covers the core value of discovery, which focuses on what the team learned this season. Judges will be looking for teams to provide examples of both skills and knowledge they learned this season when working on their innovation project and while working on robot design. The innovation section of the rubric is looking at how the team worked to solve problems they encountered over the course of the season. When something did not go as expected with their robot design or innovation project, how did the team members try to overcome that setback? Judges are looking for examples of both the team coming up with creative solutions to problems they may have faced when working on innovation project or robot design, and examples of the team persevering even when things didn't always go their way over the course of the season. When looking at impact, an important thing that teams and judges need to remember about this core value is that when it says we apply what we learn to improve our world, that world is very inclusive and starts with the person as an individual and also includes teammates, family members, friends, people in the community, and beyond. An example of how what a team member learned through their first LEGO League experience this year affected that person as an individual can be just as or even more impactful than an example of a team member being able to help someone else. So examples of impacting any of these groups is equally valid. The first core value of inclusion is focusing on how team members are able to show respect for each other and recognize and embrace the fact that each member of the team is different. As we have talked about with other sections of First LEGO League Challenge rubrics, there are many different ways that team members can show respect or embrace each other's differences. And again, we are primarily looking for examples within the context of working on robot design or innovation project. When looking at the core value of teamwork, judges are looking for examples of how the team came together and worked as a team. However, this doesn't mean that all the team members have to always be working together as a group. Just like everything in FIRST, there are many different ways that a team can work together. What matters when talking about this core value is that the team is able to give multiple examples that demonstrate that they learned how working as a team helped them be and do better than they would have been working individually. Finally, we come to the core value of fun. What judges are looking to hear about is how the team has fun and celebrates what they do. But the one thing that teams sometimes get confused about with the core value of fun is that it's not just about the team finding random ways to have fun and bond together. While that's great, it's not quite what we're looking for. This is specifically looking at how teams have fun and celebrate their accomplishments within the context of robot design and innovation project. There's a saying that first is the hardest fun you'll ever have. So how, even when working hard on innovation project and robot design, did the team make these experiences fun? Also, did they do things to celebrate the different successes they had during the season? Now that we've looked at the entire core values rubric, I want to give a few more general reminders. Remember, this year, core values will be judged based on how the team used core values in robot design and innovation project. There is no core values presentation. There is no core values activity for the team. Core values is fully integrated and looked at within the context of robot design and innovation project. So teams should be talking in their innovation project rubric about core values. Teams should be talking in their robot design presentation about core values. During those two presentations, there's plenty of time, as you see, because the core values, as we've gone through them, really do relate to what they are learning, doing, how they are acting in those two areas. So it shouldn't really take a lot of extra time. It should be something that they can smoothly do as part of those presentations. Also, please note that judges will be scoring teams based on information provided at the tournament. By that, I mean information included as part of the videos that teams share and the question and answer session. Judges will not consider information they may know about a team from outside the tournament. Even if there was a scrimmage or some event where the judge saw the team, they would not consider that information. And they will not accept or consider information such as files or links the team may share with them during the presentation or question and answer session, but that they would have had to look at not during those time periods. Finally, remember that the rubrics are not scored on a curve. Each team is scored individually based on the information that they provided to the judges, and the judges will score the rubric looking at the information that team has, and they will either meet the criteria or not. There's no comparison of other teams when scoring the rubric. I hope this information was helpful. If you have any questions, please contact me at FLLJudgeAdvisor@firstillinoisrobotics.org. I hope you all have a great season.